This is The Top, where I interview entrepreneurs who are number one or number two in their industry in terms of revenue or customer base. You'll learn how much revenue they're making, what their marketing funnel looks like, and how many customers they have.
I'm now at $20,000 per talk.
5 and 6 million.
He is hell-bent on global domination.
We just broke our 100,000 units sold mark.
And I'm your host, Nathan Latka.
I just finished traveling Southeast Asia for 41 days, and I usually always get sick when I travel, and quite frankly, eating is difficult for me. It's hard to find a restaurant, and I'm spoiled in Austin with my personal chef. Well, I took these little packets with me this time, 30 of them, in my carry-on suitcase. They kept me totally healthy with 11 different secret ingredients. You can see them at nathanlatka.com/juice. I'll tell you more later on in the show. That's nathanlatka.com/juice. And this is episode 643. Coming up tomorrow, you learn from Tyler Tate. He's a tech CEO that's now taking on coffee. He's raised $325,000 and does $17,000 in gross merchandise value in January 2017, helping 715 buyers find their coffee with his company, crema.co. Good morning, everybody. Our guest this morning is Jon Ferrara. He is a CRM and relationship management entrepreneur and noted speaker about social media's effects on sales and marketing. He's reimagined the CRM by building a simply smarter social sales and marketing platform. His most recent venture is called Nimble.com, which we'll talk about. It's the first CRM that works for you by building an updated contact data for you and then works with you everywhere you work. He's best known as the co-founder of GoldMine software, one of the early pioneers in the Salesforce automation and customer relationship management and software categories for small and medium-sized businesses. He's recently been recognized on Forbes as one of the top 10 social CEOs and top 10 social salespeople in the world. Jon, are you ready to take us to the top?
I was born ready, Nathan. Let's go.
Do it. All right. GoldMine software, real quick. Let's close that loop. Did you sell the business? Did it wind down? What happened to that before Nimble?
So the idea behind GoldMine was that there was no Outlook back in the day. There was no Salesforce. There was no CRM or SFA or market automation programs at all. There wasn't a program that integrated email, contact, and calendar, or that blended sales and market automation for a team. So I invented it, started on $5,000, no bank loans, no venture capital, ran it for 10 years, had 5 million customers around the world, and sold it and retired at 40.
Okay, so now, was it a software platform?
It was. It was a disc that you'd actually get mailed out to. It was a box. Yeah.
This is like AOL. You're like Steve Case for CRM.
Yeah, back in the day, it was actually a floppy disk.
Oh, my gosh.
And then it became one of those hard plastic ones. Then it became a CD. And yeah, man, this is back before Outlook was even there. So we were people's Outlook combined with their Salesforce. And I actually think that was a better solution because today you really live in your inbox and now more and more social media. And then you have to go to your CRM to work for it. And that kind of blows.
Yeah. Okay. So GoldMine software, what year did you sell it in again?
Started in 89, sold it in 99.
Okay. So 10 years there. You said it reached, and I just want to get the data on your last year there. So you passed 5 million total users.
5 million total users, about 70 million in annual revenue, about 250 team members worldwide, about 5,000 VARs and 500 third-party add-on products.
Got it. Awesome. Good stuff. So $70 million in ARR back then. How'd you value the business when you sold it? I mean, is it your typical kind of 5 to 7x top line?
Nah, it didn't. They didn't really work that way back then. It wasn't necessarily annual recurring revenue because it was kind of like new revenue that we were selling every year with some maintenance recurrals, et cetera. Mm-hmm. So back then, this was 1999, literally months before the technology bubble burst. And I didn't really trust the market and didn't want anybody's stock. And so we took cash back in the day, and it was about $125 million in cash.
But no strings attached.
Nothing.
That's good, right? So call it, 1.7x top line, but no earnout, no stock in some other, pet.com company that's going to go crashing 2 years later, right? So good exit. Were you the only founder?
There's two of us.
Okay, good. 2 of you guys. And you said you had 250 people on the team. Good. Okay. So you sell that 99, boom, that's done. What happens after that?
So about a year after I sold GoldMine, I got a head tumor. And I spent about a year, getting treatment and going through the journey of health. And I'll tell you what, Nathan, I think the most important thing you have around you is your health. Next is your family. And then it's your passion, your business. And if you don't have the foundation of your health, it's hard to do the other two well. And I got through that journey.
John, how old were you?
I was 41 years old, and I was literally facing death.
Wow.
So I got past that journey, and I came to the conclusion that we're on this planet to grow our souls and help other people grow theirs. And we do that by simply doing what you and I are doing right now, sharing our passion, plan, and purpose in life, and finding ways to add value to each other. And that's it. That's all we leave the planet with. You don't leave it with the house you got or the money you made. You leave it with the vibrations of the moment you've spent with other human beings, ideally adding value to them, because I think that's what we're here to do. And so I spent the next 10 years of my life being a present father, husband, and member of my community. And I'll tell you what, it was amazing being able to be there, raising my kids and doing that. 3.
Dad of 3. Okay, good. So from 1999 to 2009 for 10 years, you were raising your kids, dad of 3. But so not doing anything full time, no other venture, no full time work, no nothing else.
I went back to school and got a degree in photography, and I was a photographer for USC football for 10 years.
Oh, cool.
I shot Carson Palmer all the way to Sanchez and everybody in between, and it was an amazing journey being part of that legacy.
That's great. Okay, take us up to 2009. Then what?
So I started to use social media in 2006.
Hold on, John. Hold on. Elephant in the room. Head tumor solved by 2009, or were you still battling this?
No, Nathan, you need to be your own advocate in things that are important to you, especially your health and your financial situation. And you shouldn't trust anybody to do that analysis for you. You can consult with other people, but you better do your friggin' homework. And I did. And I found a doctor that just developed this technology that enables them to focus a radiation beam in the center of your head without touching any of your vital nerves or salivary glands or taste buds. And they literally burned it from the center of my head from outside by shooting it with radiation for 7 weeks for every day. And it literally disappeared in the middle of my head. It's kind of like using a magnifying glass on a leaf.
But it can go like through the leaf to something way behind it.
It only touches where you're focusing the beam, which is in the center of your head.
But does it affect the actual, can it, how do I best describe this? Okay, if your head is a watermelon
right.
and you're beaming the beam at the watermelon, can it kill the seed inside without burning the skin of the watermelon?
Yes.
How does it do that?
Exactly.
That's fascinating.
Well, they don't stick the beam in one place. They shoot you from 360 degrees and they rotate it around. So it's not like going in one spot.
So it's like diluted by 360 degrees on your skin, and it only really has a big effect wherever all those beams cross, which they can set up with graphs and data and stuff.
Right, and they could avoid all the things that you really want, like when you eat a sandwich, you have salivary glands, or when you drink wine, you have taste buds, et cetera. So anyways, I survived that, and I started to use social media in 2006, 7, and 8. And I saw it was going to change the way we work and play, the way customers make buying decisions, the way companies need to engage them. And I looked for a relationship manager that incorporated social. I couldn't find it. And then I saw that relationship managers or contact managers are literally broken because today you really live in Outlook, Address Book, or Google Contacts. And all 3 of them separate email, contact, and calendar, which means if you go to a contact record, you don't have context. Context is the history of email, calendar, and social that you and the team have had. And today, contact managers don't have that because email, contacts, and calendar are 3 separate tabs and they don't include social. And then I started looking at CRM, and I really just was aghast because CRMs today don't stand for customer relationship management. They stand for customer reporting management. You actually have to force your salespeople to use it. That's why they call it Salesforce, because you have to force salespeople to use it. And I don't think you should have
John, that's good. CRM. That's really good.
Yeah,
I haven't heard that one before. That's pretty good. All right. So 2009, what year's the launch date, the official launch date of Nimble?
We went into alpha we basically formed the team in 2010, alpha 2011, beta in 2012, turned the paywall in 2013. And I'll tell you what, Nathan, just like with GoldMine, I was early to the idea of an intelligent social relationship manager that works for you, because back then people were still figuring out that Facebook might be a place to hook up with your high school sweetheart. Twitter is a place, LinkedIn's a place to get a job, and Twitter's a place where we're going to propeller heads tell each other when they go into the bathroom. And so I think that the market had to mature and understand that business is social, life is social. People buy from people they like, know, and trust, and social is just a simple way to do that.
Yeah. Okay, good. So 2012 was launch date. What did you do in first year revenue? Do you remember?
We didn't turn the paywall on until 2013, and I think we might have done like 30 grand or so. We're just getting started.
Yep. How did you get your first customers?
Well, it's the same way that we got our first customers with GoldMine. Imagine in 1989, you built the first networkable sales and marketing tool when people were figuring out just what to even use a network for. There wasn't any networkable business software, let alone sales and marketing software. So back then, what I did is I identified the trusted advisor of my prospect, and that was the guy that sold them the network, the technology reseller. And that was back then Novell reseller. And I cold called every Novell reseller in the country, and I got them to use it. Because people sell what they know and they know what they use. Then they started to recommend it. And that gave me my first $50,000 a month in revenue for GoldMine.
Interesting.
And after that, I grew it by identifying writers who wrote about technology and business. And I helped them write more stories about that. And GoldMine got more awards and more press than all the other products combined. Fast forward to 2009, 10, 11, there wasn't really any resellers anymore because everything was cloud. So I can't go after the resellers. So what I did is I identified the trusted influencer of my prospect around the areas of promise of my product, which is influencers and thought leaders in sales and marketing.
So name one. Social. Name one of the early ones.
Ryan Solis.
Okay, got it. Cool.
Robert Sculp.
Fast forward us to today. So first off, bootstrapped or have you raised capital?
So I put in my own money to start the company up.
How much?
And after I got it, $3 million.
Okay, of your own, and then what?
And then after I got it all started up, friends and family wanted to give me money. So I took money from Mark Cuban, Dharma Shah, Jason Calacanis, and other people, Google and other people like that.
So how much was that outside capital raised total?
A few million.
Couple million. Okay, so what? Business is capitalized, what, to the tune of 2, 3, 4, 6 million, 7 million, something like that?
Yeah, my money just went in to capitalize the business. So literally it was a few million bucks.
Got it. Very cool. Okay, so what was if I just do all the outside money, what was it? 2 million, 3 million?
3
million. Okay, good. And how many customers are you serving today?
Over 100,000.
100,000. Wow. That's not users. That's paying customers.
Paying companies, 10,000 companies.
10,000 companies. So on average, they're buying 10 seats each?
I think about 3.
3 seats a pop. Okay. And talk to us about your model. Is this a SaaS business?
It's a SaaS business. We're generating about 80,000 unique visitors per month on our website with zero marketing. We're converting at 10% to trial and 20% to paid with 0 salespeople.
Is your trial require a credit card?
No.
Okay. No
2-week
credit card.
trial. No.
So go through those. John, tell us those numbers again. So 80,000 uniques to your website. 10% of those convert into free trial, and 20% of trials to paid customers.
Yeah.
Got it. Very cool. Okay. And what are they paying you on average per month?
Well, we started out at $15 per user per month. We recently rolled out a $25 bucket. We'll be soon rolling out $45 and $65 buckets with a $99 market automation add-on. Because I believe, Nathan, that sales and marketing should have never been split apart. GoldMine did all that in one single unit. And I think today, people don't want to go buy MailChimp to Marketo, HubSpot, Salesforce, and then go out and buy Yesware and ToutApp and LinkedIn Sales Navigator Inside View. What you want is a simply smarter social sales and marketing system that can deal with soup to nuts, eyeballs to customers throughout the whole cycle for everybody in your company. And that's what we're building.
So what would you say the average? $20 per month?
25.
20. Okay, that's the average.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to back into your MRR. So you've got $25 there times what you said, 10,000.
Well, no, the average because most of our basic customers are 15. So I'd probably say the average
20.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, got it. So I can take can I take $20 times about 10,000 customers and assume you're doing about 200 grand in MRR?
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. Talk to me about churn. This is a tough space. Low ARPU, small business go out of business all the time. What's your gross customer churn monthly?
About 3%.
That's actually not bad. How'd you get it so low?
You know, I think that we provide a lot of value and satisfaction to our customers. We deliver a solution that delights them and becomes a habit and sticky, and it works really well with everything they're using. We just rolled out Nimble with Microsoft Outlook Mobile on 40 million handsets for free, which means you can Nimble anybody in any of your emails and get instant insights on people and companies. And imagine the upsell we're going to be able to do with those kind of numbers.
Oh, that's great. You mentioned you're doing a true frost. You're doing no paid marketing each month.
Zero.
Okay, so if you take a fully weighted CAC, so include the people writing content on your blog for content marketing, all that, they're all their salaries, and then divide that by new customers per month. What are you paying to acquire a new customer on average?
It's really small.
Like less than $5?
Easily.
Okay, got it. I cut you off. You were going to say it's really low because...
Well, we don't really have a large team. You know, the thing is I'm a scrappy guy.
What's your team
I don't
size,
necessarily
John?
believe 25.
Okay. You don't believe what?
I don't believe that you need to spend or overspend in order to build a company. And I also believe that it's really great to go find people that want to grow and help them grow. And if you do that, you can build a culture that's unstoppable. So rather than going out and hiring a sales guy for $100,000, I'd rather go find somebody who's really cares about customer experience, who works at an Apple store or Best Buy or Victoria's Secret, and they may not even have a business or technology degree. What I'll do is they'll figure out if their cultural fit and if they want to learn and grow, and I'll teach them technology. I'll teach them business. And what will happen is that person's life will be transformed, and they will love working at Nimble because it's a place that they truly dig and is interested in growing them.
Where
and
are you guys
that,
based?
I think, is Santa Monica.
Oh, good. All of you guys.
Yeah. No, not really. So we've got remote team members in other parts of the United States and San Francisco and the East Coast. And we also have a team of developers in Ukraine.
Okay, got it. How many in Ukraine?
There's about 10 there.
10 there. Okay, good. So of your 25 people, 10 are there, and then about 15 in we'll call it 10 in Santa Monica, then 5 just scattered throughout the U.S. remote.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Pretty much it.
Very cool. Okay, you're going to have a big holiday party at the end of 2017. Champagne's going to be flying everywhere because you hit your revenue target. What would make you really happy? 2017, total revenue.
I think that if we can get between $3 to $5 million in revenue in this year, I think we're going to be doing pretty good.
That's great. And what would that be up from? What did you do last year in 2016?
That would basically be almost double or triple what we did in 2016.
Got it. So call it one. You did maybe 1.5 2016. You want to double to 3 or maybe get all the way up to 5.
Yeah.
So guys, I'm so glad to be back in Austin. I just got back from a major tour of Southeast Asia, went to Sydney, Bangkok, Bali, and Japan. And, I always get sick when I travel. And this particular trip, my gosh, 15 different airports, 20 different hotels. I mean, imagine flushing in airport bathrooms. I was worried about germs and getting all the nutrition I need. I mean, finding a restaurant in Japan, difficult because nothing's in English. So it's hard enough to figure out the train system. But my point is, I had a guy named Drew Canoli on the show who said, Nathan, if you're concerned about that, take these little green packets with you. You just mix them once per day with water. They'll keep you super healthy. You get all your nutrients, and they'll keep you from getting sick. So I took them, and guys, they worked unbelievably well. I got no sickness, just mixed them with water once per day. They didn't make my water bottles all sticky. That's nice. A lot of these mixers, they make them sticky. It was very clean and smooth. Took them once per day, never got sick. So they've got 11 superfoods. And they're perfect if you're not traveling, but you're just on the go from your office to work. So you can check them out at nathanlatka.com/juice. That's nathanlatka.com/juice. Good stuff. Very good stuff. All right, John, let's wrap up here with the famous 5. You ready? These are easy, promise. Number 1, favorite business book.
Think and Grow Rich.
Number 2, is there a CEO you're following or studying right now?
CEO that I'm following or studying. I'd have to take my hat off to Mark Benioff. He's a storyteller and a showman, and I think he does a pretty damn good job.
If he comes in today and offers you $10 million for the business, do you sell?
$10 million?
Yeah. What are you at right now? You're doing $200,000. What? So you're at $2.4 million. I mean, that's a higher multiple than what you sold GoldMine for.
Yeah, the number in my head is much larger.
Number 3, besides your own, what's your favorite online tool?
I'm a big fan of Buffer app. I love to tell stories. I love to inspire and educate. I believe if you teach people to fish, they'll figure out you sell fishing poles. So what I do on a daily basis is I share content to inspire and educate others about how they might become better, smarter, and faster, not just in and around the areas of promise of Nimble sales and marketing, but just personal stuff, because I think you need to expose your soul for people to be able to connect to you. And so you should share your passions like photography and food. I think we bond on the 5 F's of life: family, friends, food, fun, and frolicking, around our 3 P's: passion, plan, and purpose in life. And if you do share effectively on a daily basis, you will be dripping fishing lures into the digital river, and you
John,
can then
have you written
reel
a
those
book?
in. Wiley has called me 5 times.
You have so many damn acronyms that just roll off your tongue like just silk on a great looking body. I mean, it's unbelievable. This is like simple social selling, 4 F's, 5. I mean, it's great. Are you going to write it with Wiley?
I will.
Good.
We just closed our Series A, and I'm going to be able to start scaling the team and give myself a little bit more bandwidth to get up on my soapbox a little bit more often and storytell, because I think that people really dig figuring out how they might be able to achieve the goals in life.
Yeah.
And that's what we do.
John,
help them.
that Series A you just closed, that was a $3 million from Benny, from Cuban and Calacanis and all those guys, right?
No.
Oh, what was the Series A?
You'll read about it.
Oh, you haven't announced it yet?
No.
Oh, hey, this will come out in late April. Will you have announced it by then or no?
Probably.
Okay. Give us more or less than 5 million. Curious.
A lot more.
Way
and
more.
Our post money is going to be around 35 million.
Oh, got it. Well, yeah, so that makes my Benioff sale not so attractive anymore. All right, number 4. How many hours of sleep do you get every night?
I love to sleep at night. I go to bed around 10:30, and I get up around 6:30.
Go 8
So
hours.
you do the math. I think it's 7 to 8. Yeah.
And what's your situation? Married, single? I know you have kiddos.
Yeah, I think we're celebrating our silver anniversary this year. My wife and I. We got 3 kids.
Okay.
And life is good. I think you need to treat your relationships like a garden. You got to get out there and nurture them on a daily basis in order for them to produce.
What, John, how old are you now?
I just turned 57 last month.
Congratulations. Last question. Take us back 37 years. What do you wish your 20-year-old self knew?
Not to sweat not to sweat shit so much, because ultimately there's a new day every day, and you never know. Just look at what the Patriots did last night. I mean, the true sign of a champion is one that continues to keep their eye on the goal and putting a foot in front of each other every single day. And if you do that, you'll achieve anything you want in life. And I think the biggest cause of failure is simply giving up.
Guys, there you have it. Don't sweat shit from Jon Ferrara. Sold his first company, GoldMine, for about 1.7 ARR. He sold it for about $125 million, $70 million in top line sales. That was back in 1999. From about a year after he did that, he had a head tumor, did his research, got that solved. From 99 to 2009, he studied photographer, was being a dad, raising his 3 kids. Today, he's 57 years old, building Nimble. They've raised $3 million of outside capital, have and are doing about $200,000 in monthly recurring revenue, 3% gross churn monthly, about a $20 ARPU across 10,000 paying customers. Their team of 25 is based between Santa Monica and Ukraine, getting ready to announce a big ol' Series A. John, thank you for taking us to the top.
Nathan, it's been a lot of fun. Thanks for the opportunity to get up on my soapbox and inspire and educate people about how they can achieve their goals in life.
You bet. If you enjoyed John today, go back and listen to Ben yesterday with Park Evergreen. They charge $100 per month per airport parking space to the airports to help you park faster. Will the model work though? It would mean the world to me if you guys got any value from this episode, if you would go leave a review on iTunes right now and then subscribe. I hustle like heck to get these episodes out every freaking day for you guys. And trust me, I love it. I would do it with no listeners, but boy, oh boy, it makes my day and it makes my team's day when we see great reviews and get your feedback. So thanks so much. Okay, Top Tribe, I love giving away free money. I feel like Oprah giving away cars, and I have something special for you today. How many of you have heard our super sharp guests talk about success they've had with Facebook and Google Ads? Well, all of you listening right now, yes, if you're listening, you get $100 in free AdWords. Here's how you get it, okay? Again, thanks for listening. Get the free $100 from Google right when you sign up with my website host provider, HostGator. Go sign up now to get your free money. HostGator.com/Nathan. Again, that's HostGator.com/Nathan.